I used to look at English grammar and feel entirely exhausted. The thought of prepositions and articles was enough to make me go to sleep. Terms like past perfect and future continuous felt like a punishing foreign code. They were intimidating names for concepts I couldn't wrap my head around. The classroom mandate was always the same. Memorize these thick chapters of rules today so you can pass a test tomorrow. I crammed the night before and I passed, but the next morning the information vanished. My mind wiped completely blank. That brutal cycle left me feeling inadequate. I actually convinced myself that English was reserved for naturally gifted people, and I just wasn't one of them. I desperately wanted to speak with confidence, but that deep desire was trapped behind an educational approach that bred shame instead of actually teaching me how to communicate. Then, on a routine trip to the library to find a simple storybook, something caught my eye. A man was sitting in the corner with a grammar book, but he wasn't squinting in frustration or rubbing his temples. He was actually smiling. Curious, I had to ask him if he actually enjoyed what he was reading. He looked up and told me he didn't study grammar, he played with it, using real stories, examples, and humor. That brief conversation broke the illusion that grammar had to be a punishment. For the first time, I saw a path forward that didn't involve rote memorization. That night, I closed those intimidating textbooks for good and opened a completely blank notebook. I stripped away all the academic jargon and focused only on the present simple tense. For day 1, I wrote down 5 facts about my actual day. I wake up, I brush my teeth, I go to work. On day 2, I took those exact same events and shifted them to the past tense. I woke up, I brushed my teeth, I went to work. I was finally connecting the language to my own life. I even started talking to myself out loud. Answering the question, "What did I do today?" forced me to process actions in real-time English. I turned on cartoons with English subtitles, constantly pausing the video so I could repeat the dialogue and mimic the exact emotions of the characters on screen. Then I wrote short personal stories. Writing about visiting my grandmother and drinking tea grounded the vocabulary in actual memories. Along the way, I made a conscious choice to stop stressing over errors. A mistake was no longer a reason to cry or give up on the process. Those errors became tiny, personal instructors. By bypassing the paralyzing fear of the rulebook, I was finally absorbing the language contextually. Eventually, I encountered the 8 parts of speech. I began viewing them as a set of harmless building blocks. Each block has a simple job, naming a person or describing an action. They lock together. I'd throw these blocks together to write something silly like, "Wow, the red dog jumped and barked loudly," fitting 7 pieces into one thought. Removing the pressure of an exam turned sentence construction into a customizable playground. I was experimenting, and I was actually having fun. Committing to just one small grammar point a day compounded quickly. In 3 months, tenses became easy. By month 6, speaking was smoother. After a year, the anxiety vanished. Grammar is your ultimate superpower for self-expression. Use it as a tool to share your life and ideas exactly how you want to. You just need to stay curious. Allow yourself to make 100 mistakes tomorrow, but take that one small step today. Mastering a language doesn't require flawless perfection. It only requires the courage to turn a subject you once feared into a lifelong, playful friend.